Hi everyone, Steve the Hurricane here. And for today's episode of A Drink with the Hurricane, we're going to talk about creating a preferred providers group. Cheers. This is A Drink with the Hurricane, the home care sales and marketing talk show that discusses all things growing your home care business. So to create a preferred providers group, there's a couple things that we have to consider. And this is a Hurricane Bootcamp, the Millionaires Bootcamp topic, which is coming up this July 2018. Early bird specials ending in a couple of weeks. Get your tickets now and save 40% off by getting your ticket today. Now again, I always like to do this. I want to show you, because this is where the Drink with the Hurricanes come from, right? This is one slide of around 15 slides in the presentation on how to create a preferred provider group. So let's just talk about one bullet on one slide. At the boot camp, you'll get the full thing, all right? The first thing we got to do when it comes to creating a preferred provider group is that we have to take leadership and organize it. Take leadership and organize it. Here's the thing. Do preferred provider groups exist already? In some markets, yes. To get involved in someone else's group is good, but if you start your own group, it's better. Why? Because you are the one who organized it. You are the one who essentially becomes the executive director of that group, and you bring the other companies, the other partners to the table that you want to work with, that you already have an established relationship with, like your home health and your hospices. You bring the people in that you know have the business, who understand how to refer, who you probably already have somewhat of a referring relationship with. Because the goal of the preferred provider group is to do a couple of things. One, first and foremost, let's talk about the patients. A preferred provider group is designed to increase the positive outcomes for the patients. The best way to do that is through an interdisciplinary team approach. I'm going to say that again, an interdisciplinary team approach. The reason why I repeated myself is because this is a term that you need to become familiar with when it comes to creating a preferred provider group. Now, the second part of it, which, what's for them is its improved outcomes, that's our patients. What's in it for all of us is we grow our censuses. I'm going to grow my business. My preferred providers in this group together, they're going to grow their business because we're all going to be referring each other on a regular, consistent basis. We're all going to be meeting with each other on a regular, consistent basis, and we're going to be going over outcomes of the patients that we're collectively working on together with on a regular, consistent basis. If I'm the one who organized it, if I'm the one who's the leader of it, I'm the one who really controls how successful or unsuccessful that group is going to be. We dictate everything. We decide when the meetings are. We decide what we're going to discuss. We decide to make sure that we're referring each other. And if people aren't, you ask them to leave and you bring in someone else who does what they do. This is something that you can easily do, but it all comes from taking the initiative, taking the action, and doing something that as a business owner, this is the Millionaires Bootcamp I'm talking about. You should have at least $1 million in revenue before you start talking about doing a preferred provider group, because you got to know what you're doing and be able to deliver on it. But when you're used to doing this for yourself, it should be easy to do, to bring in other companies and work together towards a common goal or a common vision. Now again, folks, this episode I'm talking about the preferred providers group. This is one bullet from one slide of a 15-slide, 90-minute presentation to kick off the Millionaires Bootcamp this July in St. Louis. It is going to be an amazing event. It is going to sell out as every single bootcamp I do does. This is the high-level one. This is for the advanced agencies. This is for the people who want to go out there and not just dominate their market, but they want to truly blow away the competition and bring in more referrals and more business than you could ever possibly handle. That's what I'm talking about. Sign up now, save 40%. That early bird special ends on March 31st. Save 40% off the ticket by signing up now, and I'll see you in St. Louis.